If you hear me, you heard me. And if you heard me, you're worthy. Like, share, and subscribe to the Meet You from the Midwest podcast on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Let's get into a little bit of boxing talk, man. Today, we learned that Ryan Garcia finally got that B sample back. They were saying that he tested positive for a illegal substance back when he fought Devin Haney. I want to say at the beginning of the month. B sample comes back and it was positive as well. Ryan Garcia, I try to support him because from that fight, he just looked like he was the hungrier fighter. I know he was 3 pounds heavier, but now when they brought in that he may have did a illegal substance, that's something that you gotta take serious because when they take that illegal substance, that makes them like 10 times stronger. I'm hearing. I've never taking steroids, but they said it makes you 10 times stronger, or it's a certain percentage. It's a high percentage that it makes you 10 times stronger, and you can literally kill somebody because you got a lot more power than like what you're normally supposed to have because of the substance you're taking. Um, my thing with boxing is something I never understood about with sports. I actually understand it because I'm a fan. I've played sports my whole life. Well, my younger years, I've played sports, but not one time did I tell myself that, man, maybe I need to take this substance to get me ahead of the pack because you still got to have the skill. Even with boxing, you can be on steroids. You have to have skills to beat people. You got to be quick on your feet. You got to know when to throw the jab. You got to know when to throw the uppercut. You got to know when to get out that situation if somebody start put pressure on you. And my thing with Ryan Garcia is that he already had the speed. He had the footwork. He's a solid boxer. He's only had one L versus Tank Davis. That's a high quality fighter, one of the best, a pound for pound fighter, top 10 fighter right now. So it's nothing to be ashamed of. But for you to have to take an illegal substance, it just shows you that you couldn't just do the hard work and leave it in the ring. You went 3-3 with Devin Haney in the amateurs. This your first fight, y'all first time fighting as a pro. Why not just keep it clean? Now to Ryan's defense, this percentage that was in whatever the drink they put in or whatever, it was a very small dose of. But at the end of the day, it still makes you look like a cheater with you testing positive. He's been going on social media saying that he love all the steroids. He's like trolling people, saying that he don't give a fuck if they ban him or not like that. So in a way, it's like, dog, did you really know this whole time? You knew that something was going on. Somebody in your camp set you up. He hasn't said. Somebody in the camp might have set him up. But why would they do that? Like I don't get it. I don't get why they start doing steroids and shit. Now, for Devin Haney, my situation with my problem with Devin Haney is that he's been bitching and crying this whole time. And when, like I said, I don't give a fuck. The dose was small. At the end of the day, it comes to skills. I believe Ryan Garcia was going to win that fight regardless. We may never know. They may never not fight now because he cheated the first time. And it's going to just keep on getting thrown in his face. 9 times out of 10, he might get suspended for a while. So we might not get to see this fight. But I just don't understand why Devin Haney has been crying and bitching this whole time. All you had to do just stay quiet, let the results come back. He's been posting it all day. The results are there. He tested positive. They end up testing his hair. I guess they say that's the strongest part when it comes to this shit, and it came back negative. So I really don't know what to believe, but we're just gonna go with it's positive for now because two samples have came back positive, two positive versus one negative. I'm gonna say it's positive. If Ryan Garcia knew, I feel like that's some lame shit for him to go along with the fight and make it seem like it was all skill and will, which it wasn't. I still believe that Ryan Garcia outboxed Devin Haney. Once he dropped him that first time, Haney was shocked. He didn't expect it. That was his first time being dropped. You could see the look in his eyes, the way he looked at Garcia, like, damn, I can't believe this really happened. And to you, out of all people. After that first knockdown, Haney was getting his ass whooped all over that fight. I'm surprised they didn't stop it because they was, like I said, he was just falling all over the ring, just like Errol Spence. Um, my thing is just like with the whole situation talked about with the previous situation. Let whatever all the if it's true, Ryan Garcia has to take that suspension forever. How long? If it's a year or two, that's what it is. But I hope he comes back because he was able to sell fights. He's able to sell fights. he's just been doing a lot of weird shit. I hope he get the help that he need, man. A lot of people turn their back on him when Tank Davis beat him, and like I say, he might be in a dark place, man. So I don't want to talk about nobody personally. I just feel like it was some fuck shit if he knew anything about this, and to get on all these interviews and say that Devin Haney is lying, that somebody tried to set me up or whatever. So that's all I had to say about that situation. Devin Haney, I'm thinking they might get it. He's ruling for it to be overturned so it could go back to him being undefeated. We're all gonna boxing fans are gonna look at like, look, you got your ass beat that night. I don't give a fuck what the records say. You lost that fight. We know that you're beatable now, and somebody's gonna come along and prove that. It just won't be Ryan Garcia. So for Devin Haney, I hope he's able to continue his career and get back on the right track. But I hope this fight actually humbled him. And with Ryan Garcia, I'm hoping that he learned his lesson. Check he need to look in his circle and see who the fishy one is, if that's the case, or if he actually known that he was doing this shit. Let him let the boxing commission come down hard on him and give him the suspension he's need, or do whatever they got to do. If they got to fine him, whatever. But I hope both of these fighters are able to move on because I think they both can sell tickets in that division and like I said, work their way up to getting them championships. Devin Haney was able to keep his belt, so let's say I hope Ryan Garcia and them they're able to run it back fair and square and able to make this right because like I said it's corny, man. Especially watching boxing, you thinking you just seen one of the greatest fights in that division. Whole time this motherfucker cheated. So I already understood he came in 3 pounds overweight. It was a good move, a good strategy to use. Come in and play the bully. But as far as the steroids, that's never a goal in my book as a boxing fan. So like, share, subscribe to the Meet You from the Midwest podcast for your latest